I would like to share this with you. This is a breaking news in light of a digital ID. The Prime Minister of UK, as we know for the past at least a month, has been pushing for the legislation of digital ID in the UK. He just said the quiet part out loud as he was being asked a question. Notice carefully. Keir Starmer, citizens who reject digital ID must pay £85 every time they ask to prove identity. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has moved from assurances of voluntary digital ID to regime mandatory digital compliance, and the consequence for resisting may soon include cripple fees. So, brothers and sisters, as we have moved from what the Prime Minister called the, let me get those words correctly, the assurances of voluntary digital identity to a regime of mandatory digital compliance. One step after another. We are seeing Revelation chapter 13 being fulfilled very, very, very rapidly. Now, let's play the clip and let's listen to him, how he was addressing that. He said that in a very sneaky way. Unless you were paying attention, you would see that within his answer, he said there's a fine for not having digital ID. There's a fine for not having a phone. Listen carefully.
Nanny state. However, today at an there are some people who may completely flat out refuse to get a digital ID.
Yep.
Will those people be fined?
No, this is not something you have to carry or have to produce or anything like that. And there'll be no fining of people for not having it. It'll be something which simply makes life a lot easier.
The Prime Minister faced criticism for his digital ID policy, with some people accusing him of presiding over a nanny state. However, today, at an exclusive event, Keir Starmer clarified what the digital ID might actually mean for the public.
For people who don't have a mobile phone, then this is mandatory. So you don't have to have it. It will make your life easier if you want it, but you don't have to have it. We're consulting on what other forms of ID would help them. Again, it won't be mandatory. You can still use your passport or your birth certificate or your 3 bank accounts if you want, however many times. But you can choose to pay £85 to a company to prove.
Did you catch that part? You can choose to pay £85 every time. If you don't have a phone, you opt out of the digital ID, you can choose. One of those options is to pay £85.
It will make your life easier if you want it, but you don't have to have it. We're consulting on what other forms of ID would help them. Again, it won't be mandatory. You can still use your passport or your birth certificate or your 3 bank accounts if you want, however many times. But you can choose to pay £85 to a company to prove that you are who you are, however many times. But you can choose to pay £85 to a company to prove that you are who you are every time you need to. Or you can take the easy route, which is get digital ID.
So Keir Starmer claims digital ID is the easy route. But if there's no fine against not having one, would you take it up?
So you heard it correctly. The last part of what he says was, or you can take the digital ID. You can choose to have the digital ID, which is the easier route. Brothers and sisters, we are here and ask once again that you will help me in your prayers that I may continue to break these news to you. God bless you.